After almost 8 years of using my trusty 2016 MacBook Pro, I finally found something that might actually replace it. The new iPad Pro with the M4 chip. And with iPadOS 26 on the horizon, bringing real desktop level features, I've been seriously asking myself, can this iPad actually replace a traditional MacBook? Yes, I know, the long tested question, can your iPad be a computer? So let's back up for a second. You see, I've been using my 2016 MacBook Pro 15-inch for years. It was my go-to for editing, emailing, browsing, and even light design work. But over time, things started slowing down. The battery was getting tired, fans constantly spinning, and the keyboard, well, you know how those 2016 keyboards are. But honestly, I didn't upgrade for a very long time. Not because I couldn't, but because I didn't feel like I needed to. The M1, M2, M3, I skipped all of them. We as consumers have a tendency to buy new gadgets even when the old is perfectly fine for the needs we have. And that's a key word, the needs we have. And for me, I did not want to buy something new just because it's new. So the question becomes, why now? Well, I want to start off by prefacing that I did not buy the 13-inch M4 iPad Pro brand new. I got a super good deal for it. Half the price, including the iPad, a screen protector, and the expensive Magic Keyboard. I have the 13-inch with 256 gigabytes of storage, which for me is plenty enough for what I'm gonna need this iPad to do as my daily laptop. The reason why I chose the 13-inch was for two main reasons. Number one, I like big stuff. And number two, I love big stuff. No, but honestly, a bigger screen just gives more screen real estate to work with. And with iPadOS 26 promising new multitasking features, I think the bigger screen will definitely help. Also, watching Windbreaker Season 2 on Crunchyroll with this amazing OLED screen is just simply fantastic. The new M4 iPad Pro is stupidly thin. Even the 13-inch one is insanely thin. I mean, this thing feels like holding a piece of glass. But once you attach the Magic Keyboard, it instantly transforms into a laptop, a portable, compact, thin laptop. You don't need the Magic Keyboard, but if you were ever thinking about using the iPad as your portable laptop or a computer replacement, it is a necessary evil and a compromise, in my opinion, that you have to take. Unless your idea is to dock your iPad at your workstation and use a keyboard from there. The M4 iPad Pro is fast, silent, battery lasts forever, and everything just feels so clean and minimal. The 13-inch screen is just purely amazing, and after using the screen for weeks and months now, I honestly find it difficult looking at other screens that is not OLED, which is a shame. So, in essence, the M4 iPad Pro is in many ways a overkill for just an iPad, especially if you're just going to use it as a regular iPad, aka a companion to your main workstation or a media hub or a gaming station for your kids when you're tired throughout a long day from work. If that's your plan, then the iPad Pro 13-inch is way overkill. Now, the real game changer isn't the hardware, which of course is fantastic. The iPads have always had an issue when it comes to the software side. The game changer is what's coming with iPadOS 26. You see, we're finally getting proper windowing, improved file management, better external display support, and more desktop-like features that Apple's been slowly teasing for so many years. I literally remember when the first iPad started getting upgrades and people said, can this now finally replace my laptop and computer? Well, I believe this is going to be the year following when iOS 26 comes out. And for the first time, I feel like the iPad isn't just a big iPhone. It's starting to feel like a real computer. I've been using the iPad M4 for work, editing scripts, writing email, even some light photo editing in Lightroom. And honestly, it just works. The split view is smooth. Apps like CapCut, Notion, and even Lightroom all feel way more optimized now for the iPad. And whenever I just want to use it as a regular iPad, the screen just makes the experience even that much better. Now, is it perfect? Not quite. There are still a few things that make me miss the MacBook, but that's why I got myself the M4 Mac Mini. And yes, the iPad is still a mobile-first device. Some things like multitasking still feels a little bit off, like they're missing something and still catching up to macOS. But hopefully, with iPadOS 26, these incremental changes will all culminate together to make the iPad experience more similar and more akin to a MacBook experience. And even online, I've seen many creators using only the iPad as their main machine for creating YouTube content. So it's definitely possible to use it as your main. But here's the part I didn't expect. I actually prefer the iPad 13 on the go more than any MacBook I've ever used. The MacBooks always felt a bit heavy, and I was afraid that the 13-inch iPad would have the same issue. But this iPad just slips in any bag that I have. It's lighter, battery lasts all day, it wakes instantly with the Apple Watch. If I just need to work from a cafe or chill spot, this thing is way more convenient than any MacBook that I could have. So, the big question, can the iPad Pro M4 replace your MacBook? For most people, I think the answer is honestly yes. If you're doing everyday productivity, content creation, even some creative work, it's an absolute powerhouse in a crazy portable form. But if you live in an app like Final Cut Pro, or you do high-end 3D work, or you edit crazy 8K files, then maybe the Mac is the best way for you. Or you could be like me and pair your iPad with a Mac Mini M4 desktop to have the best of both worlds. So for me, the 2016 MacBook Pro is now retired and my girlfriend has it. The iPad Pro M4 is my new laptop, and I'm genuinely excited to see where iPadOS 26 takes us next. Guys, let me know, would you switch from a MacBook to an iPad Pro M4, or are you still waiting for iPad to do another leap to actually be closer to a MacBook? If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to smash the like button and hey, maybe even hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.